To our honorable stakeholders, welcome to our company called Goal Diggers. And our motto is, it is literally true that you can succeed best and quickest by helping others to succeed. So first of all, we would like to thank you for the opportunity given to us for this amazing day and for those who attend this presentation. Now, I would like to introduce myself and the team. My name is Caitlin.
Hello, I'm Alpha.
Hi, I'm Phoebe.
And hi, I'm Thea.
So we're gonna run through the agenda first. Here we have our background, project plan, closing remarks, guided dashboard walkthrough, and our future opportunities pitch. Starting from the background, I would like to explain about what the problem did the client face and which part of the business was affected and what is the proposed solution. So the problem that the client faced is the spreadsheet system and the information distribution system. Because embarking on a transformation program to modernize financial management practice through the use of data and advanced analytics to drive innovation, improve productivity, and increase performance. The project management team should fix the reproducibility and standardization for the spreadsheet system and centralize the information distribution system. So which part of the business was affected? Of course, the business development itself, as it needs improvement and on some of the systems. And then the financial performance, as the business should put more costs, and so the profit and loss statement will be affected. Therefore, the cash position and movement will also be affected. So what's the proposed solution? Power BI dashboard prototype and a guided walkthrough will be the solution, because it helps the financial team and the stakeholders to understand current and future strategic aspirations concerning the data analysis of their financial performance. And also, the project management, data engineering, and data visualizations teams will be working closely with the finance team at the ETW corporations to fix the financial performance as they will fix the system. Therefore, I will pass the project plan explanation to Phoebe.
Thank you, Caitlin. For the next part of the presentation, I'll explain about the estimated timeframe and budget, the final timeframe and budget, the discrepancies, as well as whether we face any issues caused by additional work asked by the client. So firstly, for the estimated timeframe and budget, the table here shows the baseline start and finish, as well as the baseline budget. And this baseline is set without leveling, which means that this is the raw estimate start and finish dates and budget for the project. And as you can see, the project is estimated to end on the 14th of October, sorry. Okay. And the start and finish one time frame is adjusted to the change after the resources undergo auto leveling. Compared to the baseline, it ends way later. Hence, we decided not to use this time frame from auto leveling. Since the project's due date is on the 22nd of October, it is merely impossible for us to follow this time frame because the interim finish one ends on the 27th of October. And there is an update from our team from the final stand-up. Our team did some adjustments on the interim start and finish tool, which is the manual leveling part, because we found a better way to execute the project. The updated interim finish dates will be on the 15th of October instead of 18th of October, as mentioned in the final stand-up. We could see that this time frame is almost similar to the baseline time frame mentioned earlier. For one of the tasks in part A, we deallocated the business analyst in one of the 3 tasks because we felt like the product owners are able to handle it on their own. It is simpler and just as effective. And all of our team members agreed on this change. Hence, we decided not to stick with the original time frame, which is the 18th of October, for the interim finish tool, as mentioned in the final stand-up. Next, for the final timeframe and budget, and from this table, we can see that the final start and end dates are exactly the same as the baselines, meaning that we are able to complete all the tasks at the earliest date possible, which is the 14th of October. And as for the budget, it decreases from all the baseline tasks except for the project documentation, because we actually followed the duration started for each of the subtasks. Moving on, to explain the difference in the budget, there are two possible reasons to it. First is the reallocation of resources, and the other one is the duration. So the increase and decrease of the resources affects our total budget. Specifically for our case, we added and split resources to deal with the over-allocation problem. For example, in our case, one tester is not enough for this project. Hence, we decided to recruit one more tester so that both the testers can split the task evenly. And this actually adds cost to our project. Furthermore, we also swapped one of our BI developers with a data engineer under the task called creating visuals for cache positions, so that there is no more over allocation problem in our project. This swap changed the initial cost because data engineers are paid at a different rate compared to the BI developers. And as mentioned earlier, we also deallocated the business analyst in one of the tasks, which also leads to a reduction in the budget. And the differences of the cost is also due to the reduction in some of the tasks. The final time frame of our project is 14th of October, which is the same as the baseline time frame, but shorter than the estimated time frame from auto leveling as well as manual leveling. And for example, our team managed to shorten some of the durations, such as mock-up designs. It is supposed to be finished by 3 days, but our team managed to finish the design within 2 days, hence changing the finish dates and the budget of the project. Same goes to creating visuals for financial performance and cash positions. Both tasks were completed and checked within 4 days instead of 5 days. Next, we received 4 different tasks from the updates by the clients, but our team agreed on doing only just one task because we felt like the other 3 tasks are either too time consuming, meaning that we are not able to complete the task on time, or it is not within our learning scope. Hence, we decided to only create an additional invoice tab as what the client requested, and this will be explained further by Alfaya, one of my teammates, later. Our group did not face any issues caused by the additional work asked by the clients, as we were able to complete the task within a day. Despite having to add additional tasks, our team still managed to not change the start and finish dates of the project. And this is all for my part. I will pass the time to Tia for the closing remarks.
Okay, thank you, Phoebe. And yeah, according to what Phoebe has explained before about the project plan, it can be concluded that we as the project management team can finish the project as the baseline, although there are some differences on each task start and finish date. And also about the cost, the total actual cost for the project is lower than the total baseline cost, meaning we succeed to minimize the cost for the project because the rearrangement we did is to maximize each resource usage to complete the project successfully as per client's requirement. And yeah, the learning from this project, our team learned so much about Microsoft Project and Power BI features, which are so very sophisticated and help us a lot on tracking everything about the project and present visual for the client as well. And not just about developing our technical skill and knowledge, but also improve our soft skill to work well as a team, which engage our responsibility. And other than that, we also learn from our mistakes for our future projects, which although our team managed to finish in time, we should have started earlier as we started on September 4, and consequently it interrupted the running of the project. We also noted that it is important to read and understand all the appendices and requirements carefully as a whole. Therefore, we won't miss anything while working on the tasks like what we did before, as we forgot to make the baseline on the Microsoft project. And yeah, that's it for me. And the presentation for the client will be preceded by Alpha.
Okay, thank you, Thea. Wait. So hello once again, I am Alpha and I will be assisting in the prototype and how we do solve the problem. First of all, we will begin with the welcoming screen. Here we can take a look. There is three different sections about the prototype, which is the financial performance tab, the cash position tab, as well as the invoices tab. So without further ado, let's jump into the first section, which is the financial performance tab. So here it is, the financial performance tab. From this page, there are a lot of information that we could get. There are income, less operating expense, gross profit, less cost of sales, and last but not least, the net profit. As shown in the pie chart, here is the proportion of all information that was mentioned before. Besides, we also divide the graphs into two. As shown here, there are revenue and cost over time, and also total revenue or net profit over time. Above the graphs, there are a net profit margin and gross profit margin tab, as well as the total income and cost tab. We also have the year slicer and month slicer next to it. So just some information, the function of slicer is to know the information between a certain time frame that is chosen with the slicer. Besides, both of these tabs, the NPM, GPM, total income, and total cost tab is set to both September 2020 and 2021. Even though our client requested to include only September 2021, we also include the September 2020 to add some more information. And it could also be a comparison between the years of operation. So I think that is all for the financial performance tab. Let us all move to the second part of it, which is the cash position tab. Okay, so moving on to the next part, it is the cash position tab. Inside the page, there are two graphs which include the cash received and cash spent graph, as well as the opening balance and closing balance graph. And for the tabs, we have the receivables tab and the payables tab. Lastly, we also insert the slicer, so it will be easier for our clients to take a look the information in a certain time frames. So these two graphs shows all the information from the data provided, and for the tabs, we just put a brief information for the receivables and payables because we will put a detailed information at the last page. So because we're finished for this section, we will move to the last page of the Power BI, which is the Invoices tab. So moving on to the last page, as what the client requested on the updates, we add an extra page for the Invoices tab with more detailed information and a more detailed slicers. We do add the company slicer to make our clients more easier to view the information between companies. So I think that is all for the Power BI part. Moving on to the final section of the presentation, I will hand over to Caitlin to explain the next section.
Okay, thank you, Alpha. So for the next session, it will be the future opportunities pitch from our team. The first one is we have good communication within the team and the clients. Means that we make sure that everyone is in the right path. So if our teammates have any problems or question, we will be there and give their questions and help if they need one. And with the clients, we make sure that the clients understand what we're doing. So we give the clients the details and we keep the clients updated of what we are doing. Within the process, we will make sure that the clients know what we are doing here, and so we can minimize costs for clients as we do the work effectively and efficiently. We meet the requirements and finishing additional requirements on time, and sometimes it's in time. Therefore, the cost for the tasks or for the project, it can be minimized. So less cost for the clients to spend. And I think that's all for today's presentation. Thank you for the attention and have a great day. Stay safe.
Thank you, everyone.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.